For centuries, the ongoing debate between poetry and philosophy continues even in contemporary times. The question whether poetry is an art from Plato's Ion until now is still subject to scrutiny. Therefore, this essay aims to bring light and new perspective about the theory of art, particularly involving poetry, and its potential influence to the ethos of the state. With its comparative connection to Nigerian philosophy, particularly Omoas Owecho's book entitled Okigbo's Poetics of Obscurity, Madness with Methods. While some scholars note poetry's power to preserve memory or inspire social change, the unresolved problem is whether truths outside reason can be genuine knowledge. This paper fills that gap by contending that poetry lacking rational and moral grounding cannot yield authentic truth and must therefore be limited to protect rational discourse and civic order. So in this essay, I argue that poetry is not an art but an inspiration, and its very nature is irrational, which separates it from rational deliberation. That is the foundation of truth, which makes it a mere madness to transmit distorted images of reality from the poet to the audiences that can potentially harm and corrupt the ethos of the state. This means that poetry as a discipline of deception and emotional manipulation leads to the destabilization of the truth and moral order of the state. Consequently, this raises three important points, such as poetry is not a ground for knowledge or truth, and poetry is a madness rather than a discipline formation or cultural transformation, and ultimately, poetry contradicts philosophy. Opponents argue that poetry is not irrational, but essential for truth and culture. Field and Jiyong claim it grants access to mystical knowledge and the Tao beyond reason. However, Kato sees poetry as cultivating discipline and sincerity, while Meisami presents it as a complement to philosophy that reveals existence through metaphor. Orsini highlights its role in cross-cultural and dialogue and transformation. Together, these views challenge my thesis by portraying poetry as a source of truth, discipline, and cultural enrichment rather than distortion. So to answer these objections, my defenses of poetry, or the defenses of poetry as a bridge to mystical truth, discipline, or cultural growth fail because poetry lacks rational grounding. What Field and Jiyong call insight is only